Hi, so as requested, I'm going to offer you a video here of the order of operations, not focusing on the integers, but focusing on the real numbers. Okay, so next slide will show us the same slide with the integers, but maybe you're new in this video, so I'm going to show it to you again. So let me read. The order of operations or GEMDAS or PEMDAS, again, G means grouping here, P means parenthesis, so the others of the other letters are the same. So let me explain a little bit. So groupings, meaning groupings comes first. Groupings come first. Okay, exponentiation then, and followed by multiplication and division together from left to right, and followed by addition and subtraction from left to right. So this is our rules. This is our um, um, the order. So first grouping up until addition and subtraction. So that's step number one. Let's read. Do as much as you can to simplify everything inside the parentheses first. Step number two, simplify every exponential number in the numerical expression. Number three, multiply and divide whichever comes first from left to right. And number four, add and subtract whichever comes first from left to right, highlighting that part. So let's have one example and let's evaluate 1 over 12 plus 4 times 3 quantity squared plus 3. So let's have the solution. Let me show you the solution here. So first part, I just copied it from the example. Remove the G parenthesis. That's our grouping. So if we're going to remove the 4 times 3, that is, we're going to simplify what is inside it first. So 4 times 3 is clearly 12. We will be trying to apply the exponentiation e. That's our GE. We're now in the e. So 12 squared is gonna give us, 12 times 12 is 144. And then we do the multiplication and division since we're done with the G and E. There's no more groupings there. There's no more exponents or needs exponentiation. So let's proceed to multiplication and division. And there's one operation which says that we need to multiply. So 1 over 12 divided by 144, or rather, sorry, 1 over 12 times 144. Sorry. So it's multiplication, not division. So 1 over 12 times 144, that's going to give us 144 divided by 12. That's going to give us back to 12, right? So 12, lastly, addition and subtraction, that's the AS. So we have 12 plus 3 is going to give us 5, or rather 15. 12 plus 3 is going to give us 15. Just read the 5. How silly. Okay, so our answer is 15 then as our final answer of this expression. Okay, next up, another example. Um, we will be evaluating this. 2/3 times 5 over 2 divided by 1 over 6 plus this grouping of 2 plus 3 quantity squared minus 10. This grouping divided by 5. So let's do the step by step, the solution for this problem here, of this evaluation problem. So let's copy it first. What we will do is the GEMDAS, again, GEMDAS, GEMDAS. So let's remove the parenthesis first, the G, so which is inside here. So 2 plus 3, and then apply the exponentiation. Since we know that the 2 plus 3, or rather 2 plus 3 is 5, and then 5 squared is going to give us 25. The others are still copied. We will be removing the brackets then to finish our G, our groupings. So 25 minus 10 is going to give us 15. And then since there's no more groupings G and exponents E, let's proceed to MD, multiplication and division, to MD. So let's try to do this one by one since we have fractions here, right? So we know that not everybody loves fraction. Okay, so let's accept that as a fact. So multiplication of fractions, let's focus on this pair first of terms. So 2 over 3 times 5 over 2. So let's multiply. The process in multiplying fractions is we're going to multiply numerator by numerator, oh sorry, and denominator by denominator. You didn't see that, right? Okay, so 2 times 5 is gonna give us 10. 2 2 times 3, or 3 times 2, is gonna give us 6. Ooh, here you go. This is the first time you're gonna see this, right? So we have 10 over 6 for our product of these first two terms. Now let's do the division. 10 over 6 divided by 1 over 6. Now, how do we divide fractions? We KFC still. We keep flip and change. We keep this first value. We f- we flip the operation from division to multiplication, and we change the ordering of numerator denominator. Shall we use friendly terms here? The ordering of numerator denominator. So instead of 1 6, it's gonna become um 6 1, 6 over 1. Okay, so imagine this is 6 over 1, and then let's proceed to multiplication. 10 times 6 divided by 6 times 1. So that's going to give us 10 times 6, that's 60 divided by 6, 60 over 6. Cancel out the 6's, so what is left is the 10. 60 divided by 6 is 10, right? And then what we have here is the 10 plus 15 over 5. We still have the division here in this part. That's the rightest thing. And before we move on, notice that we're doing it from left to right. First, second, third. Okay. 15 over 3, or sorry, 15 over 5. The answer is 3. Okay, that's what I meant. And we are, of course, addition and subtraction goes last. 10 plus 3 is obviously 13. So that's our answer for our example here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one exercise for you to answer. Kindly pause the video and try this out yourself. Okay, so I think you have your solution now. Kindly have your solution. Let's try to check if that's correct. So let's solve it. Again, GEMDAS: groupings, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So let's do first the um groupings. So we have 3 times 5, that's 15. Negative 18 times 10 is going to give us negative 180, right? So negative 18 times 10 is going to give us negative 180. So that's going to give us like that. Since this is 3 times 5, 15, and negative 18 times 100, so that's 180. Okay, so we're done with groupings. Let's go to multiplication division. So we have 12 times 15 divided by negative 180. But in this type, I still saw this terms as having a group. So let's do that first. 15 divided by 180. That's gonna give us negative 1 over 12. I just didn't put out the decimal form because it's um, not that friendly to look at for decimal form. So I retained the fraction form. So it's gonna give us negative 1 over 12. So since 15 over 180 is, if you're going to simplify that, divide the numerator and denominator by 12, or by 15 rather, the result is 1 over 12. So 12 times 1 over 12, or negative 1 over 12, the 12s cancel out, right? So it's going to become 1. And because the second term is negative, so our answer will be negative 1. And that is our answer for this exercise. I hope you got it correctly. Thank you. Okay, so to wrap it up, so in this lecture, in this short video, we have learned the number 1, the order of operations for the real numbers this time, not of solely the integers, so since we have fractions, right? So number 2, we have learned about, or review, just to highlight, reviewed about the GEMDAS or the PEMDAS rule. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this. And okay, let's see. I'll see you in other videos I'll make. So thank you, and see you soon. Bye.